Hello everybody, Louis here, and I have with me Layla and Alana. Say hi, girls.
Hi.
They're going to help us plant the first things that we're going to plant on Family Finca Food Forest. We got a handful of trees here. This is not really the main event. Yes, we're going to put these in today, but really, our main goal for today is to plant all of these pigeon peas. They've been soaking for 2 days. Some of them are just starting to try to push out their first, taproot. So these are perfect to get in the ground. And the reason we chose today is because, I don't know if you can see it too well, but some storm clouds are brewing. We will see some rain today and tomorrow. So we've been watching the weather. It's the middle of May. It's going to be the beginning of rainy season. So the beginning of rainy season, once that starts, it's going to keep these plants nice and watered, moist, so they can grow. So we have a whole lot of pigeon peas because we have a whole lot of land here. On this side of the property is 10 acres. We want to plant out at least the first 5, but realistically this is probably just going to be enough for, maybe an acre or 2. So we'll show you what that looks like here shortly. Okay, so why pigeon peas? Well, it's because of the dirt we have on this site. This dirt is absolutely not ideal for a food forest, but it's what God gave us, and we will work with it. What we is basically dirty sand, for lack of a better word. Look, I even have a shell there. So this is not fertile soil, which is why these farmers are having to dump loads of fertilizers on these citrus farms instead of doing it the permaculture organic way. So with pigeon peas, we are able to grow the pigeon pea. Once it gets to a certain height, we're able to chop the tree, throw it on the ground, and it becomes leaf litter and compost. But why pigeon peas? Well, pigeon peas are also a nitrogen fixer. So they're taking nitrogen from the air and they're throwing it into the ground. And we have to chop and drop them precisely before they start to fruit the pea. Because once they start to flower, bloom, and produce the pigeon peas, and they're actually going to start grabbing that nitrogen back from the soil and feed the pods. But we'll let them to grow, and right before flowering, we'll chop them, and we'll start mulching the land, and hopefully after a few seasons, the soil will be nice and dark and rich and organic as opposed to this sandy hot mess. So let's get started. Okay, so I have my 3 farm hands here. They've been given instructions. Here you go, Liliana. Here's your stick. They're going to make a little tiny stick about 1 foot apart. We're not measuring this. This is not a tidy, perfect road garden. This is a food forest. It could be a little more, it could be a little less. Poke a hole, stick a bean or a pea, and cover it back up. Hi Lily, you gonna help? Mm-hmm. Okay, go ahead, grab one. And as you can see, my daughters have already acclimated to this way of living. They are all barefoot because why not? We're one with nature here. Good job, Lala. You're a planting machine. Good. So poke a little hole. Stick a pea in. Cover it up. Very good. Good job, Layla. We're just doing this area here, right? This area that's all kind of chunky sand. Good job, Lily. Good thing it's gonna rain today. This is really a little warm out. Last couple of days have been a little bit on the extra warm side. There you go. You put the pea down and you cover it up. There we are. Not really rocket science. These pigeon peas are going to be our pioneer species. Basically, meaning that's a fancy way of saying they're kind of experimental. If they take, fantastic. If they don't, oops. But not just that. They're multi-use. Again, we can chop and drop them. So we can use them to start fertilizing, mulching the soil. And we can let some go to seed and actually eat. We love pigeon peas, gandules, as we call it in Puerto Rico. Or one of the main ingredients to arroz and gandules, which is rice and pigeon peas. We use some type of protein in that rice, like a pork or sausage sometimes. And it's a fantastic dish. I grew up eating it. So we definitely want to plant things that we enjoy and we're going to be able to use. But in this case, the rest of the garden, we'll be able to use it too as we help fertilize the soil. Ooh, I got a couple more farmers coming. Drop. 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 Cover those up. Only in Florida can you garden in sandals. It's kind of a rule. Rub a few here. Those up. You see an ant? Oh no. If it bites you, you gotta bite it back. How we doing, girls? Should be able to come back in like 2 weeks. See a bunch of seedlings everywhere. That would be cool. Man, this sand needs a lot of help. There's lots of chop and drop here. Alright, wanted to give you guys a little after the fact shot. Here's what we got. Some mangoes and avocados, little grafted trees, and all through here we probably planted, I don't know, a couple of hundred pigeon pea trees. And we'll get the first rain of the season, water them in really good, and that'll be great. Also, our metal building was erected yesterday. It's 20 by 25, and we just set it on top of the brick paver patio we made. That's a good flat level foundation. We use that for some storage. So we got some progress going. Thanks for watching. God bless.